I wanted to give an update on why I decided to sell my Challenger. It's been many years. I've owned that car for almost 5.5 years now, and I decided to part ways with the car. I think the community support I've received owning that car and the joy I've got is unprecedented, and it really helped me go through a lot of phases in my life where I never thought that I would ever experience without owning that car. So there's certain things I wanted to share. First off, the support I've received from the community, why I decided to sell the car, and then what is going to happen in the future regarding if I'm ever going to own a Challenger or not. First off, let me discuss what the support I've received from this community owning this car. It has been a huge support from a lot of people, especially where I'm located in Michigan. And every time I go to car meets or I see another person with a Dodge brand, they always come and say hi. It has been very friendly, very supportive, and I really like that community feel that I belong to a community, and it actually helped me create a bigger passion for automotive and for car enthusiasts. Over the course of years, I have made a lot of friends on this community where we would hang out together and support each other in a lot of ways, and some of us actually became very close friends, and we hang out all the time when we do our car meets. My journey from here on, I think, is I'm going to buy another Challenger in the future, but right now I decided to part ways from it because I do have some concerns coming up, and it happened to quite a few of Dodge or Challenger owners or Charger owners, and I was one of the victims as well. The reason being is that this car attracts too much attention. However, it attracts wrong type of attentions as well. The reason I say that wrong type of attention is because you become a target in a lot of places, especially when you go to car meets. There will be people who would try to rob you because you own a car, and they would try to snatch the car from you. It happened to a few of my friends, and it's been very crazy in the past where I went to car meets. I had to get out from those situations so that I don't put myself in danger and get my car stolen. My car has been broken into almost 3 times already, and the last straw for me was that somebody actually tried to break into my car while I was in my home, and they shattered my glasses. They tried to pry it open, maybe some sort of rod or a pry bar, and they tried to probably reprogram it. By the time the alarm kicked in, I think they were not able to fully program their key, and so they left. I did call the cops, and they came in. They tried to get fingerprints from the car, but they were not able to. Luckily for me, the car had full coverage, so I was able to get the repairs done. I even had to get the car painted, do some body work, and replace the window which was shattered. On certain occasions, I've parked my car in downtown Detroit where I had someone try to pry the glass open and try to get into the car, but luckily I was able to go there on time, and some people saw it. I was not able to see the person, but some people around the car saw it and they yelled, so he ran away. So this car has becoming a safety hazard for me, even driving around, and you get a lot of attention, but this was not the case 5 years ago. 5 years ago, when I used to drive this car, there was very few people who used to drive those Scat Packs or Hellcats, and now it's very saturated, and wrong type of people started getting into this community and making a bad rep for everybody. But all things aside, I decided to move on from that car because there were some issues I was having with the car as well. I've driven it almost 60 to 65,000 miles from literally owning the car with 100 miles on it, and a lot of the car parts were getting bad, and I could feel it, especially the brakes, where it got heat soaked over time because I've taken the car to the track multiple times just to do a few burn laps, and it actually heat soaked the rotors, which actually started warping. So you actually feel it when you brake at high temp. So that was another issue, and I looked at pricing, and it will take a lot to repair. There was some damages on the rim. The engine needed some work. So that's why I decided that it's better that I move on from that car. Maybe in the future I'll be able to buy something with the similar spec, a little bit cheaper with lower mileage on it. And that's what I plan on doing in the future, but I do see that it will require at least $5,000 to $6,000 repair done just so that I can maintain the car. And it's becoming a safety hazard just owning this car, because I cannot take it anywhere and leave the car there for like few hours. I would come here and the car will be gone, because it has been a target, and I think it's one of the highest stolen cars out there which have like performance. So it's becoming a concern, and especially where I park my car in the house, somebody tried to break into it, and I decided that I need to move on. All things aside, this car has served me very well. I've made a lot of friends owning this car, and I really love the community and the support I've received. Again, this has been one of the best things I've owned other than my house, and I think it will be a great thing for other people if they jump into that community as well. But a lot of few bad apple, I would say, made this community worse for all of us. So I hope in the future I'm able to purchase another one. I really want another car, not a Hellcat per se, but a Scat Pack with a 6.4 liter. But I want to strip it out and make a track version of it. I know it's a heavy car, but I do want to make it a little bit more fun in the track so that I can make better turns because of the weight. It's been always an issue making turns on that car. I went through multiple tires in the past, and I know how heavy this car is. So if I can, like in the future, own one and reduce the weight, I know that I can stretch those tires further. But all things aside, I hope that you guys joined into the community as well, and it has been a blessing, and it's been a very joyful ride so far. But I'm not getting out. I will come back and hopefully purchase a new one if they release one. They said they're going electric, but I have very little high hopes for it. Let's see what the future holds. I hope the community grows and the performance of these cars improve. They become a little bit lighter. That will be huge, and able to compete with other sports car out there. I hope this information was a little bit helpful. I know it was on a negative side, but I thought I'd share it with the community if anybody is watching this video. At least for me in this case is that if I own this car, I'll probably have to put some special electronic system in there for security and not go to places where it will be a bad situation for me. Other than that, I hope you liked the video. I tried to share my honest thought owning this car, and I loved every bit of it. The community has been very helpful. If you can support me, you can support me by subscribing to this channel. I'm trying to be more active in this channel right now, and a like the video will really help the video go up and reach out to more people. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.